Once upon a time, in a village, there lived a very wise man called a Pandit. One day, he decided to visit his old friend who couldn't speak and had trouble walking because of one bad leg. His friend lived far away, and the journey took him through many small villages. On his way, the Pandit met a man named Dharamraj, who decided to walk with him. They talked and walked together until they reached a village where Dharamraj had to stop for a bit. The Pandit continued alone, but soon heard that a bull had hurt someone in the village right after he left. When Dharamraj caught up, they walked together again until they reached another village. This time, Dharamraj had to leave again, and soon after, a big fire broke out in the village. The Pandit started to wonder if Dharamraj was causing these accidents. They continued their journey, and again Dharamraj left to visit someone in the next village. The Pandit decided to follow him secretly this time and saw that another tragedy happened. A person was bitten by a snake and died. When Dharamraj returned, the Pandit couldn't help but ask him why bad things happened every time he went somewhere. Dharamraj revealed that he was actually a messenger from the god of death, Yamraj, and it was his job to take the souls of people whose time on earth was over. The Pandit was shocked but also curious. He asked Dharamraj whose time was next, and Dharamraj told him it was his old friend, the one he was going to visit. He also said that the Pandit would somehow cause his friend's death. Worried and scared, the Pandit decided not to visit his friend, hoping to save him. But Dharamraj explained that it wouldn't change what was meant to happen. Sure enough, as the Pandit turned back, his friend, trying to catch up with him, fell down and died. The Pandit was very sad but also curious about his own fate. He asked Dharamraj about his own time of death, wondering if he, too, was close to his end. Dharamraj looked at him with a deep, thoughtful gaze and said, "Your time on earth is not yet decided. It can be many years from now, but how you live your life, the choices you make, and the paths you choose to walk will influence the length and quality of your life." The Pandit, still reeling from the loss of his friend and the revelations from Dharamraj, took these words to heart. He realized that life was unpredictable and that death was an inevitable part of it. But he also understood that his actions and decisions could shape his journey in meaningful ways. From that day forward, the Pandit decided to live his life with even greater purpose and kindness. He dedicated himself to helping others, sharing his wisdom, and making the most of the time he had. He became even more respected and loved in his village and beyond, as he spread messages of love, compassion, and understanding. Years passed, and the Pandit grew old, but he remained wise and kind-hearted. He often thought about his encounter with Dharamraj and the lessons he had learned. He shared these lessons with others, teaching them about the importance of living a good life, being mindful of their actions, and cherishing every moment. When the Pandit's time finally came, it was said that he passed away peacefully, surrounded by those who loved him. His legacy lived on through the stories told about him, the wisdom he shared, and the lives he touched. The tale of the Pandit and his encounter with Dharamraj teaches us several profound lessons about life, death, and the choices we make. The most enduring moral message from their story is that while we cannot control the inevitability of death, we have the power to shape our lives through our actions, decisions, and the kindness we extend to others. Life is unpredictable, and its fragility reminds us to live each day with purpose, to cherish the moments we have, and to not take our time for granted. The pundit's journey teaches us that our legacy is not determined by how long we live, but by the impact we make on the lives of others and the goodness we spread in the world. In essence, the story encourages us to live a life filled with compassion, understanding, and love, knowing that these are the qualities that truly endure. It reminds us that in the face of life's uncertainties, our true power lies in living a life that is meaningful and beneficial to others, thereby creating a legacy that outlives our physical existence.